Maybe it's a bit much for two in one day, but I also just heard on the news that Scott Peterson, he's the cowardly prick that didn't go into the high school when the douchebags were shooting. He just got arrested. There is some justice in the world. What a cowardly little prick. But to put a silver lining on everything, his cowardice did help remind people that the police are not there to protect you. While most police officers are very good people and would like to protect you if they can, they usually can't protect you. I mean, except in the case of a school resource officer who happens to be right there while bad guys are doing very bad things. Police officers generally cannot get there in time to protect you, and yeah, that's why SCOTUS ruled in DC. Oh shoot, I can't remember off the top of my head. It was DC versus somebody. The District of Columbia is always mixing it up in SCOTUS for obvious reasons. But no, the cops can't. They cannot protect you. They're not legally required to protect you. That cowardly fuck should have shot the bad guys and protected those students. Not because that was his legal duty, although it's starting to look like he might be arrested on those grounds, but because that's what a decent person does. Like, you have to be an incredibly shitty person. And you know what? The problem is, I hate to say it, some of you are not going to like this, but some cops are like that. No, I'm not painting with a broad brush and saying everyone is, but some cops joined the police force because they like pushing people around, because they wanted to feel powerful. They didn't have the balls to join the military, but they wanted to feel powerful because they're fucking cowards. At heart, they're just cowards. And Scott Peterson is one of them. Fuck him, I hope he rots in hell. I guess that's all I have to say about that. As I've told you before, YouTube is absolutely destroying ad revenue. Of course, stuff like this always gets demonetized anyway. I said naughty words a couple of times in this video, and that on its own is enough to probably get it demonetized. If you want to help out with that sort of thing, leaving super comments, it's kind of like, I'm shaking that little tip jar. It's like putting some change in the tip jar. Below the video, there are links to those Teespring shirts, phone cases, mugs, all of that stuff. There's a lot of, I think, very funny stuff on there, all really pro-gun. And I get a cut of everything that's sold on that Teespring account. And finally, of course, there's a link to my Patreon account in the description. I love you guys.